On me and my boyfriend's anniversary, we decided to tackle my craving for beef bourguignon and we went to a restaurant called Sear to get it. I had been thinking about this dish for weeks, maybe even months. It's the kind of craving that stays in the background of your mind, quietly persistent. I wanted something slow cooked, tender, rich in flavor, the kind of food that feels like a warm hug. So we picked Sear because it looked promising. Classy, modern, with just the right hint of cozy. Our main goal that night was just to get that beef dish, that was the plan. I was focused on it. Meanwhile, my boyfriend looked at the menu without much thought, said, I'll get the mac and cheese. I paused. Out of all the things on the menu, he chose that. I didn't say anything, but inside I was quietly judging him. Mac and cheese in a restaurant like this, it felt like such a basic, unadventurous choice. I had expected him to try something new or at least something fancier. There were steaks, pastas, and even more seafood options that looked interesting. But no, he went for mac and cheese. I just chose to let him be. After all, it's what he did anyway. If I push him to get something he didn't like, what would be the point? The food is meant to be enjoyed, and comfort food is comfort food. Still, I felt a bit dismissive. I had in my mind that this mac and cheese was going to be an afterthought, a safe, forgettable side dish, something that would show up, be cheesy, be okay, and be gone. The day came, and we arrived at the restaurant. It was a bit crowded, the atmosphere buzzing in that typical Friday night kind of way. We got seated, ordered our food, and waited. The mac and cheese came out first. My boyfriend offered me a bite while we waited for the beef. I almost said no, not because I don't want to try it, but because I wasn't expecting anything from it. But I figured, why not? It's a simple dish anyway. Nothing can go wrong with it. It would just be something to pass the time with until the main event. Then I took a spoonful. The first thing I noticed wasn't the taste, but the pasta shape. I've never seen anything this pasta shaped before, and I've seen quite a few. I'm not a pasta expert or anything, but I have some pasta knowledge. I know my farfalle, my fusilli, but this shape was new. It was like an elbow, but more rounded, like a cheese shape that had grown up and evolved. It was also a tube, but not completely enclosed tube. Something about the way it curved made it feel clever, practical, efficient, and when I ate it, it was good. It wasn't amazing, it wasn't revolutionary, but it was smart. The pasta held the cheese sauce perfectly. Not like regular Evo macaroni where half the sauce slips off and the inside stays bland. This one cradled the cheese. Every bite was coated. The balance of the pasta to sauce was just right. No dry bites, no overwhelming globs. Just harmony. I kept eating. Another bite, then another. I started paying attention to the way the pasta interacted with the sauce, how it captured it, held it, and supported it. And I realized something. This wasn't design. Someone thought this through. This wasn't just a dish thrown together because it's familiar. It was crafted with this intention that changed everything. What I thought was nothing but a mediocre mac and cheese turned into the dish that stole my attention that night. I looked at my boyfriend and told him, I take it back. This was good choice. He grinned. I think he liked being right, but more than that, I think he just liked seeing me excited about something so small. After we finished our meal, I asked the server to ask the chef the kind of name the pasta he used. I wanted him to know how brilliant this idea was. She smiled and said she would ask, but she never came back with an answer. To be fair, that night was particularly busy, so I didn't hold it against her. We paid the bill and left, but I couldn't stop thinking about it. Back home, I figured I could just Google it. Surely with the right description, I'd find it. But boy, I was wrong. I tried every combination I could think of. Smoothie shaped pasta, two pasta open on one side, mac and cheese pasta, not elbow, reverse cascatelli, nothing. An hour of searching and I was still nowhere close. I sent messages to friends, pasta lovers and foodies, no one had a clue. Some thought I was imagining it, others got curious too and started looking. I had intentionally put them into the rabbit hole with me. The hunt became shared mystery. We came to a half-joking conclusion that maybe the chef made the pasta himself, and if he did, honestly, that's just mind-blowing. I never thought such a simple dish would consume my thoughts like this. It's just mac and cheese, right? But that's the thing. It was just mac and cheese. It was something familiar made with care. And that made all the difference. That night taught me a lesson I didn't expect to learn. I will never underestimate a dish again just because it seems simple. I will never judge a food by its name or its position on a menu or on how common it is. Behind every dish is someone making a decision, and sometimes it's those small decisions like the shape of pasta that transform the entire experience. And now, whenever I see mac and cheese on the menu, I look twice, not because I expect it to blow my mind again, but because I respect it now. I respect the chef, the cooks, and the hands in the kitchen who make the food matter. Those who give attention to small things, who understand that even the simplest dish can carry weight. I still haven't found the name of that pasta. I'm still looking. I probably always will, but it doesn't matter as much now. What matters is what reminded me of. To stay curious, to stop assuming, to give things a chance, whether it's a dish or a person or even a moment, you never really know what something can become until you try it. So now, when I think back to our anniversary dinner, I remember the beef, sure, but I remember the mac and cheese more. I remember being humbled by a spoonful of pasta. I remember realizing how quickly judgment can close us off from good things. And I remember that sometimes you just have to taste it first before you decide. Don't judge the book by its cover, and definitely don't judge the mac and cheese by its name.